See if that makes a noise and I can be heard, because I just remembered to turn my mic on. Can you hear me? Hey Jess, hey Forever Love. Wow. Can you guys hear me? Is my mic working? I might have to restart StreamYard. Okay, good. Excellent. Thanks. I can't seem to type. Well, I don't know what's going on there. What's going on there? Oh, I have to click that. How do I make you guys moderators? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Hi, woohoo, you guys, wow. I want to do a quick episode on my new HHO machine. Let me introduce you to that little guy. So, I don't really have a lot of cord, but that's it. I have 3 capacitors on it. And my cable's a bit messed up, so I gave myself this full power button over here on the side, so I can turn off the last capacitor if I want to breathe the gas. I can tone it down so I get less gas. And of course the main power button, and this is just my timer, so I can tell it how long to run. And at the top you got, that's where you're going to add water. Here's where it bubbles through. And right now I have it on my foot because I have this little rash thing. You can see a little bit of it here. And I'm trying to see it clear up, and it seems to be working. So I have that bubbling on my foot. Gotta say, it's all pretty cool. Liking it. So, but it's not 100%. I can't know what the gas level is. I'm trying to, it's always a little bit messed up when I try to do the bubble test. I can feed the gas into like a, you know, if you took the glass of coffee here, and if I put in that like a shot glass in it upside down full of water and lift it up so it's just holding the water, and I bubble the gas in underneath it, it will fill that glass with the bubbles. So with the bigger setup, you know, and then you catch it for 60 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever in the sink. So I did it in the sink, and I have looking like about 480 milliliters of gas a minute, you know, but I got to spend a lot of time to figure out how much that is and try to figure out my lung capacity to make sure I'm under the 4%, all that stuff. It's you know, it's a pain in the butt. I already do have results. I have been breathing the gas for a couple of days, and I do notice my breath being better. It's very lovely. My leg does appear to be getting better too. Oh, you're very welcome, Jess. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. So I played one day, and I have another capacitor because I built it for 2 capacitors, and I put all this stuff, and I built all this. I got all these pieces of metal cut, and all these things here cut, and you know, you put 1,000,000 of these in along here, and you separate them with a little chunk of plastic. You know, you take the plastic, put them in, you put a bit of glue. You know, you put one of these things on camera, a little bit clumsy, a little bit, you know, put one of those things, put another one, and you keep doing that until the whole thing is full. And that's where you, and in the middle, you bend this guy up and you put it, you put it in one of these guys, you bend that up so it kind of goes in there, you know, and then these guys go on, blah, 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 blah. You put it all together, you know, and that's how you kind of build it. So why build one when you can build two for simply twice as much money? So I intended to build kind of two all along, just because I knew 100% that one's never going to be enough. I know, I mean, literally, I want to keep this guy in the basement just for me in the basement. I want to bubble my water for my plants down there. I want to use it for when I'm down there. I already want one upstairs, so I'm going to actually go online to George's website, and I'm kind of getting ready to send that email once I get typing it. But I'm going to buy one, a real one, the ER50, and see if I can. I don't know where I am. Let me see if I can add me. Obviously, I'm not a highly skilled livist. Webcam, zoom, this is what I want. Go to window. Yeah. I apologize for the thickness. How come I can't find that? This is the one I want. Okay, we can all see that. Maybe yeah, maybe no. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be it's so you can't really, you have to contain it because it's so small a molecule. Once you let it in the air, it will just be gone because it's so small you can't capture it. You know, it's hard enough to hold it in the bag, you know what I mean? So if you, and one of the things you can do, and I'm planning on doing this some point as well, is on the tip, on the end of the plastic hose, you can get a torch device, and that's where originally it came from. Is this was gas for using for burning in replace of argon or whatever when you weld, and so that's why he built it all in the beginning. So this guy here. That's the store-bought version. And the biggest deal about it is this guy here, you can adjust very easily the content percentage that you want to output. And then he'll give you a formula that you can use to determine your lung capacity, and using that formula and find out what your lung capacity is, you can dial it up so it's at, you know, because you want to keep it under 4%. So really 3% would be ideal for you or whoever's breathing it. So you take your lung capacity and the percentage of gas, you do whatever math, you figure out what percentage, and boom, bang. You know, and it's going to be different for me and my wife because she's a much smaller individual than I am. Her lungs are not near as big, you know. So even if because I can't really easily adjust the level on mine. It's kind of like wide open or, you know, second gear. I'll flip back over to me. So it's either going to be full speed ahead or, you know, kind of 2/3. So I can't really dial it the way I want. So I'm kind of certain I could figure it out. I've been researching it forever to make that work. And there's a whole lot I need to try, and I just don't really have time. I'm in the middle of doing baseboards. My house is a bloody mess because I've been doing construction for the last 3 months with flooring, and my baseboards and my new window trim and door trim you can see around. Let me show you a bit. Some of the doors have some of the trim. This door I just installed, so I'm getting ready to put trim around that. That's actually what today's. I should be doing that right now, but I wanted to do a quick update because it's been such a long time and I wanted to do a quick update. Can you cook with it? Well, so the gas is really small, and or the flame that comes out when you burn it. You could, I suppose, but it would be like marshmallows or something. I don't think it'd be very good. You know, you can only burn, like, once if you move the flame, the igniter, like 4 inches away from the thing, poof, it's already dissipated so much it's not going to catch it on fire. So you have to put your match like right in front of the nozzle to make it work. So yeah, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to go online as soon as I you know, finish up here, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to tout mine before I concede and say I can't really make it as good as I wanted it to and go buy a real one. You know, hey Ryan, hey man, how's it going? Hang on. That is. Is that what we're supposed to be doing there? You got a wrench there, Ryan? Did that work? I think it works because once again I'm pretty new. I don't know. So hi, Ryan. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm just touting my little machine here. Once again, I'll show it off a bit. If I can, you know. At the end of the day, I really want to have this guy and just leave it in my basement so I can bubble my water from my plants. I can, you know, run it for me whenever I'm down there and stuff like that. And, you know, well, you're very welcome. You guys are awesome. You guys are very, very welcome. I've been, you know, because I'm cheap, and not that I'm cheap, but I hate not to be able to do stuff for myself. You know, and when George showed me this, of course, when I learned about it from one of his interviews, and he suggested, oh, you know, back then we were really talking about the ER50, not the AC50, and the ER50. So he's like, yeah, I'll sell you the plans for like, whatever, $30. I can't remember what I paid for them. It wasn't very much. And, you know, and then for another, you know, a few $100. This was the most expensive part, getting all these pieces of steel cut, because I actually got like 100 of these and a couple of these, because once again, I made enough for 2, you know, and then probably spent $100 at Home Depot. I bought a bunch of plumbing parts, you know, all these end caps and pot JB Weld and various size of hoses, and you know, of course, clamps and box of screws, because you got to have a screw sticking out the thing so you can screw your wire to it, and etc. Washers and all the stuff to, you know, waterproof it and all that kind of stuff, right? And then how many hours I spent chopping up all these little guys. Once again, where's that little guy at? You know, these guys here, I have a video out in the garage that I'll probably never make a compilation just because, once again, I have on top of my to-do list, you know, thousands of hours of stuff, you know, and once the snow melts and I get out in my garden, I'll have 2,000 hours worth of stuff. So I just don't get to play like I wish I could, right? I mean, I chuckle at Dave when he talks about, yeah, once you're in the flat earth, you never have a dull moment. Well, I never had a dull moment before I got into flat earth. And now I just don't have any time for, you know, half the stuff I want. So I just got to suck it up. And that's why I'm spending the money and buying one now. You know, if you look at the website, you'll see they're $2,500. But I'm part of Beth Martin's group. And she got a coupon. I'm sure even Balderson would have one. I never asked him. I guess I could ask him. But these guys, they got coupons or like a code from George Wiseman for $500. So $500 is $500. So for $19.99, I'm going to buy one. And I'm going to see. I want to speak to him about having it shipped to Canada because I think they come across the border and do it from Fort Erie side. I think I want to talk to him about that. So maybe I'll even truck down there because it's a few hours from here. So we'll see what the deal is. Anyway, so yeah. He admitted that one of the issues he had at home with his new wife was that she just thought it looked like Frankenstein and wasn't overly happy having it in the house. My wife's the same. So she's not complaining too much when I say it's time to buy one. She's like, yeah, you know what, you need to buy one. So that makes it a whole lot easier to say, okay, let's get the order done. So that's my ER50, fully functional, working very well. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, the big brother going to come into town, and you know, we'll have two of them in the house. It's going to be fantastic. You know, I kind of wanted to find out from some of the other family members if they were interested. That way I could have two of them shipped at once. But it's just such a trying topic to try to discuss with normies and try to find out if they are interested in spending a couple $1,000. So, you know, in the event of that maybe happening, it could be forever. So I'm just going to order mine. I'm not going to bother waiting. But I am excited. But I do got to get back to work because I did promise my wife that. And one of the things I got to do is I got to shut down my whole office here, my computer and everything, unplug everything and move it all away from the wall. So that's kind of what I want to just stop before I did any of that. Spend the time with my foot on the machine for a bit of time. Get my morning done of that so it goes in the books. And then shut my computer off and drag all the stuff away from the wall and start my saw up. So that's where I'm going to go next. So now that I have, you know, my little update done, because I'm happy to get my little update done, you know, I'm going to sit here for another 10-15 and get the order put into Georgia. I want to send him an email first. And I guess I should ask just to find out if there's any kind of a wait time, because I know one video I heard him talking not long ago, but it was probably quite a while ago, and they were backlogged and had back order, so I don't know if they're even available at the moment. So I'll have to find out if he's got stock in hand to start shipping, or you know, when that estimate time might be. But that's what I'll find out from him today. All right, let me go back to my chat, because how many people? Dean, hey man. Hey Dean, how's it going? Good to see you, brother. Much love. You guys are awesome. Wow. Yeah, Crow is a coupon. The same as good. It's going to be the same as Beth Martin's for sure. You know, and once again, I'm pretty sure Benjamin Balderson probably has one. So I'm not sure, you know, kind of who's. I probably want to use Benjamin's or Beth's because, you know, I love those guys. I hang out with them a lot. So there's, you know, but Crow would certainly be another good one to use for sure. I bet you he has it because they did shows together, those guys. All right, you guys. Whew, man, much love, much love. Thank you for showing up. Thanks for saying hi. Any questions? Anybody got questions I can help with? I'm not very good at this. Let me see. Yeah. The kitchen's finished, yes. Except for the baseboard. I'm doing baseboard. So I need to do my big rooms because my lengths of baseboard are all 14 feet. So I need to do my big lengths. So like in the bedrooms and stuff where I have anywhere from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 foot runs, I chop them all first and then I'll use all the short pieces for in around wherever they're going to fit. That's what I'm waiting on the kitchen to do, just the baseboards. Well, not officially. Once I finish all the baseboards and stuff, then I want to do new countertops in the kitchen, and backsplash behind the as well. My wife hates what's there. It's old tile, and I chipped some of it away so I could put when I lifted the table, the countertop up. I had to chip away some because now it's up an inch higher, so I could either leave the thing out an inch from the wall or a bit from the wall, and then my plumbing wouldn't line up. So it was an issue. Do I want to mess with my plumbing, which is the bloody mess underneath there? Nothing's done anywhere near right correctly. So I have just chipped away at the bottom of the tile because we hate it where it's going to go. So when I finish all my baseboards and get all the rest of the house together, that's the next project. Is going to be take off that ugly, many times painted ceramic tile that's on the wall. I'm going to put new countertops down, a new sink in there, and then we'll put new backsplash up, and then the kitchen will be done officially then. But for now, 100% just a bit of trim and the countertops, which the countertops will be whenever, we'll have to see what my summer schedule is like, see what my income is like too, because it's going to be whatever it costs to buy a couple grand probably for 2 big pieces of granite or whatever we decide to put in there. Once I get the kitchen done, the next project is going to be the master bathroom, or the main bathroom I should say, and gut it and get rid of all that crap that's in there and put new, because I'm not very happy with it. The tub's got like a shower insert and stuff. It's nice, but it's really dated, and it's the counter is just 1902. The guy who did all work here got everything like scratch and dent kind of sale stuff, so everything was just blemished, and it just, a guy needed a slap. But I guess you do what you do if you're going to buy and fix up a house to sell. But anyway, so we're living with it, But anyway, I got work to do. I'm glad to hear you're looking to get back into the home restoration work. Yeah. Well, maybe it's time to get back into it. Start your own company and just do it whenever you get jobs, right? That's kind of what I did. I just, I've been doing it for a long time as well on the side. And last 4 years ago when I left Tomato King, I've been doing it kind of full time since, and mostly just word of mouth, friends, family, stuff like that for most part. But I did have an ad in like the Kijiji for a while, but they don't like me because I'm a truther, so I get shadow banned everywhere. I can't do anything online anywhere. You all know what that's about. And but I don't know. I'm going to start doing some videos on the body code. I've been looking into that for a very long time. It's quite exciting. I just you know, never made it to that on my little trip forward. Peace, Dan. Take care, man. Dean. Sorry, man. I can't do so hard here. Yeah. Yeah, but I want to start making body code stuff too. That's the way to heal emotional traumas and stuff. It's pretty powerful. We can talk about that down the road. All right, you guys, once again, very, very cool for you stopping by. I really appreciate it. That was my little update on my HHO machine and the future of internal workings of HHO at my house for me and the wife. Life is good. Life is grand. You guys have a wonderful morning. Take care. Much love. And we'll talk again soon. Thanks. Bye.